The kidnappers were shocked when they realized the little girl had cost them much more than they had originally planned. Without showing any guilt, the woman called the man and calmly explained that she would need even more money before the week was over. Trusting every word she said, he lovingly assured her that everything would be fine and promised to make the transfer immediately. Before ending the call, he politely asked if he could speak to the little girl for just a moment, but the woman quickly refused, claiming she had to leave right away. She reminded him not to forget the transfer, said she loved him, and hung up without giving him the chance to speak to the child. As soon as the call ended, the little girl looked at the woman and innocently asked if she had been talking to her mother. Instead of comforting the frightened child, the woman coldly replied that it was none of her business because those were adult matters. She even accused the little girl of scaring Vinicio, claiming they had mistaken her for someone else. Furious, Vinicio lost his temper and angrily declared that she would pay for everything. He swore that he would make her suffer and promised that none of what had happened would go unpunished. At the same time, far away from the kidnappers' hideout, another emotional conversation was taking place. A loyal lieutenant comforted his captain, assuring her that she would never have to face this nightmare alone. Overwhelmed with pain and betrayal, she begged him to remain by her side and help her expose the lies of her own husband. Without hesitation, the lieutenant accepted her request and promised that the man responsible for so much suffering would eventually pay for every crime and every betrayal he had committed. Meanwhile, the kidnappers were celebrating what they believed was another successful scheme. The woman smiled confidently and told her partner that they would finally have enough money to buy everything they had always wanted. Her partner laughed and admitted that fooling Laura had been far easier than he had ever imagined. They planned to go out for a delicious meal as soon as the money arrived, convinced that nothing could stop them now. Secretly, however, the woman had no intention of sharing the money with anyone. She admitted that every single dollar belonged to her alone and complained that she was tired of seeing the little girl's face because she looked exactly like her mother. She assured her partner that once the perfect opportunity arrived, they would disappear forever and leave both mother and daughter behind without ever learning the truth about their real family. Several hours later, the atmosphere inside the house became even more tense. The little girl looked sad and frightened as Vinicio mocked her for looking like she was about to cry, just like her mother. After spending the entire morning watching soccer, he refused to let anyone else use the television. When the little girl insisted that it was finally her turn, he angrily ordered her to go into the kitchen and bring him some potatoes instead. She bravely refused, saying it was only fair that she should get a chance to watch television too. Enraged by her response, Vinicio threatened to throw her out into the street and warned that he would tell her mother she was no longer welcome there. Just as the frightened child tried to defend herself, the woman returned home pretending to be cheerful. Smiling as though nothing was wrong, she greeted them warmly and praised Vinicio for taking care of Anna Sofia, hiding her true intentions behind a fake